Gentlemen, that was too close for comfort, wasn't it?
Well,
Sikandar Raza, what
It
a
was
knock.
Zimbabwe's game actually.
Yes.
Last 3 overs was Zimbabwe's game. After that one
Especially
over.
after that onslaught in Avesh's over itself. 17 of 12. But
After that was thing. I think that Sikandar Raza wicket had he not been out.
yes,
It was-
he unfortunately toe-ended that shot. Otherwise, if he had middled it, it would have gone over Shubman Gill, that long on. But he toe-ended it. And so Shubman Gill takes the catch.
brilliant catch. Huh?
Yes, India win by 13 runs. Whitewash the series 3-0, but questions will still persist. KL Rahul's captaincy. Is Avesh Khan your best death bowling option? And has this match exposed that India still have a lot of areas to work upon, especially in the middle overs, proactive captaincy, and inability to yet again finish the tail off? Because remember, in all the 3 games, he may be misjudged by the score, but it was the tail that dragged Zimbabwe each and every time. Inability to wipe out the tail.
Sikandar Raza 115 of 94 deliveries, but
Yes.
no other player. Williams got 45 or 46.
Yeah,
Other
Evans
than that,
28 of 36. That partnership
Yeah.
put Zimbabwe in the game. But yeah,
There would have been 3 contenders for man of the match. Brad Evans,
yep,
Sikandar Raza,
and Shubman
and
Gill.
Shubman Gill.
But Shubman Gill
but
wins it.
now Shubman Gill wins it. Had Zimbabwe won this game, then it was going to be Sikandar Raza.
Yes, yes.
So statistically, Sikandar Raza is the first Pakistani-born cricketer to get 100 against India since 2017 Champions Trophy
Fakhar
final.
Zaman. Fakhar Zaman, yes.
After Fakhar Zaman.
Yep. And first time that when he's hit a century in the second innings while chasing, Zimbabwe have lost.
How many has he got in the second innings?
4. This is 4th.
This is his 4th.
Yes, 4 out of 6.
Previous 3 occasions they won.
Yeah,
This time
Afghanistan,
they've lost.
then
This also
2
they should have
recently against Bangladesh.
This also they should have won.
Yes.
But that also means Deepak Huda's record is intact.
Yep.
17 wins.
Yes.
the
Undertaker,
trot, that-
Undertaker Goldberg, you've got company.
Who's Undertaker?
The WWE wrestler. Rest in peace.
So what? He had some.
He had a streak of 21-0 in one of the biggest pay-per-views in wrestling.
WrestleMania.
Yes. Yeah.
He's not the
Goldberg 173-0,
WWE.
173-0.
No, but as a cricket fan, I'm happy to see this game.
Yes.
Give some excitement, even though Rahul here and used to make fun of Zimbabwe that what is this thing they lose. But today they showed.
Well, luckily I keep my name.
But they gave you a scare, almost won that 1 wicket.
I keep my name. Rahul had threatened that if Zimbabwe win, my name is going to be changed.
That's how confident he was.
Yes.
He thought one and he used to keep talking, when will it get over? They should have batted get over at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
I'm now actually worried about for the Asia Cup, especially in the absence of Jasprit Bumrah.
Well, play Arshdeep.
Oh.
Simple. You cannot pick Avesh Khan. I'm sorry. He has proven to be more
Will not pick Avesh Khan,
than hit in the death overs. I'm sorry.
No, Avesh Khan is in the squad, no?
but they will not play him. I think.
In the 11, no.
Hope
Yeah.
fully.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that too, he had said that I don't think he needs to be there, but maybe they don't want to discard a player so soon. Maybe that was a thought. But yeah, overall, I doubt that Avesh can be
IPL,
that
West
guy.
Indies, and now Zimbabwe. Boss, amber signal for caution. Avesh Khan is not an option.
Yeah. Today, in fact, if you see, Shardul had a better day than Deepak Chahar also.
Yes. Even Deepak Chahar and even his fielding was also not up to the mark.
I
Deepak
want
Chahar.
to take that point by Silly Point, who makes a very valid point. Tax, death, and Lord Shardul taking crucial wickets at crucial times are some of the certainties in life. Today he was not a happy man, not a happy chappy Shardul Thakur when the umpire was giving wide. It said the batsman is moving and this and that, but
Yep.
yet bowled very well. After that was very upset with the umpire.
Yeah, it was indeed. I mean, India today were found out, maybe perhaps, see, you still had an opposition 5 or 6 down, yet you allowed them back into the contest.
They were 122 for 5.
5.
The other thing I think India, where now in hindsight they look back, India in the last 10 overs, because they had wickets in hand, got only about 75 runs.
Yes.
And they got about 80 odd or something like that. 80 something Zimbabwe has got, roughly around that much. They could have chased, they would have got about 90, had they got 90, 95 runs, they would have won. They were on the course to do it, just that they didn't have wickets in hand.
Yes.
So in hindsight, maybe India will look at the way they batted the last 10 overs, and especially because I think at that time they were Shubman and Ishan Kishan batting.
Yeah.
So you had so many wickets in hand. After that, you still...
Sanju looked good, but he couldn't capitalize.
Yeah.
And Deepak Huda failed. That was a big blow.
Ishan's strike rate, 88.
88. And considering he was 30 at the start,
Yeah.
he made it up in a big way.
Yeah. I think those are things that they will have to look at.
Vikram Talreja saying Shardul and Deepak Chand, one team is a nightmare and always will be, especially in the death. Nightmare, does he mean in a positive way or in a negative way?
Negative.
Negative. Nightmare for the opposition, maybe.
No, but he would have written opposition then.
Yeah. And always will be, especially in the death. But didn't Shardul bowl well in the death today? Rather than...
No, he did. But you're also scared that he can be expensive.
Yes.
And I think with Deepak, the thing is that I don't think you'll use him much in the death anyway.
Yep.
When he plays, he'll be used with a new ball.
power
But
play.
because you had the team combination today where you had to use him there. Which is why when I used to say that, get someone like Shami and people said he's expensive in the death, you didn't need to bowl him there. Also with Deepak, you have to give him time now. You got to remember he's only playing his second match after
5 months, yeah.
But where will he get those many opportunities? Now you have the Asia Cup, he's not part of the squad. He is in the reserves. So then
no, that thing changes now. Some injuries happen quickly.
So he'll barely get how many? At most maybe 9 opportunities to bowl. 3 against.
That's more than enough.
6 against South Africa. If he gets to play the ODI, because if he's traveling for the T20 World Cup, he may not play the
ODI series. Yes.
So you don't have those many opportunities. So yes, as you said, it may take time for him to get into the group, but these are very limited opportunities that everybody and anybody, in fact, everybody is going to get, especially the French players. Maybe now Deepak Huda may not get an opportunity to play when you have your full strength team available, although I suspect that he may get a few in the
Asia Cup you
itself.
can afford,
Yeah.
Oh, because as I said, you'll play one qualifier. And
Exactly.
You could kind of look at different combinations versus...
Yes, and also Nikhil, maybe because you may want to strengthen your batting because your bowling, unfortunately, which used to be your forte, especially when your top order has not been very consistent. So maybe you may have to push Deepak Huda into the 11 just to strengthen your batting. Although starting with Jadeja, of course, Jadeja will start against Pakistan and he will get the important games.
But tell me, have we reached that stage where you will start looking at Jadeja? I'm telling why. Because Akshar has been doing very well quietly. Today also standout bowler. And the way Zimbabwe played him, it seemed clearly that they were trying to play his overs out.
Yes.
Standout bowler today.
Yeah, I think just over 3 an economy rate.
I get your point. But what?
No, I'm not saying as of now, but is it something that could be plausible going forward?
But what I am looking at is somebody who can bat very well. And when I say bat very well, is Akshar Patel at par with Jadeja as a batsman, or maybe a Deepak Huda as a batsman? I know he's a very good bowler. You can actually expect 4 overs from him, but then with the bat,
no, not on par.
So that's what I'm saying.
Thoughts on KL Rahul, the captain?
Same, nothing has changed for me.
5 out of 10. If you want to rate from 1 to 10, scale of 1 to 10, 5 out of 10.
Why are you giving him so low? Tell reason.
Okay, he at least won you the game, but then there was no intent to finish the game off and polish off the tail with the bowlers. You couldn't set aggressive fields. He just allowed the game to drift. He set faraway fields. He spread out the field. He allowed Sikandar Raza and Brad Evans to just go ahead and build that partnership of 104. Normally, when you have got the opposition down the mat, you have to be proactive. You have to be aggressive. I think he wasn't that aggressive. That is the one thing which goes against his entire captaincy in this whole series. When you had the opposition down, you just could not deliver that killer blow. See, Zimbabwe didn't make you pay. but other opponents will going forward. And this was the same problem which impacted him in the South Africa series. He just allowed the game to drift, got the opposition back in, especially in the middle overs. Middle overs is a huge problem.
I think a good captain is the one who makes things happen rather than waiting for things to happen.
That MS Dhoni blueprint is gone. When you had to wait,
Yeah,
it's gone. You have to be proactive now because oppositions now bat deeper. There is no long tail as such in many oppositions. So you have to make it happen.
I'll take a few comments on captaincy. Yadu Vinayak says Huda should have bowled more. It was a slow pitch, bad captaincy. Maybe earlier in the game, even I thought some places Huda could have come, but then towards the end when Evans and Sikandar were batting, maybe that wasn't the right time to bring the off spinner. But yeah, earlier in the game he could have looked at. Maybe there was a time. Then you've got Rohan Agarwal saying KL is not captaincy material. Better focus on Pandya or Pant as captain. So
I would say focus on Pandya. Pant as a captain, even in white ball cricket, even in IPL, is hit and miss.
Prakash Jha says Rahul was looking totally lost. He can think.
KL.
Of course, KL.
He can thank
Which
a bit
other
of
Rahul
inexperience.
was playing?
I thought maybe.
No, because he's talking about he can't thank. He can thank the bit inexperience of Zimbabwe. Even while batting, he was playing to look safe.
I don't agree with the batting bit, but the first two sentences I agree. A tougher opponent, say like South Africa, for example, or Australia, would have made him pay.
Mridul Krishna also says this game has proved once again that BCCI should think 100 times before handing over the captaincy to KL Rahul full time. I think if Zimbabwe batted second in all three games, they might have chased one. Possible.
But again, hindsight, they didn't chase. So we can't base that assumption on that.
Yeah. No, but I think what the common consensus or the mood that you can gauge by a lot of people, not everyone is impressed with KL Rahul, the captain.
I
could
think
have done
nobody,
a few things.
at least the people who are watching us, at least I can't find
That's
one comment or.
That's a reflection of what people must be feeling, right? I mean, it's just as you have surveys, you speak to 100 people and then tell what the country is thinking. And so similarly, you read a few comments to get an idea of what most people must be thinking.
Survey mein logon ne kaha. You remember that?
No, this is a survey only.
Yes, it is.
This is a survey. Please click on the nice orange.
Roy SP saying, we keep saying that league cricket is taking over international cricket, but it's after the late 90s and early 2000s. This is the first time I'm seeing nations like Ireland, Netherlands, Zimbabwe, Bangladesh, Afghanistan play this level of cricket.
Zimbabwe, you can still say, okay, he's saying since.
Yes.
Basically, he doesn't get to see a lot of these countries play cricket.
I get it.
Yep.
So, so you were saying that
I think
league cricket is taking over, but league cricket has something to do with you not watching these teams play very often. That's because you're now beginning to have windows for these league cricket, which means the limited time that you get for international cricket, you're concentrating on playing whatever other high value series, whether you look at it from television ratings or financial point of view. So countries play high value. That's why countries like Zimbabwe, Netherlands and all such teams.
The ICC had a golden opportunity to capitalize on the rise of the associate nations. 2007, Ireland, look at their performances in the World Cup.
But you know,
Netherlands, 2009 and 10.
But I say, how can ICC do much? I think a lot has to be done by home boards also to develop the game. Today, the sport in Zimbabwe, by the way, one good thing today, I thought I'll mention it. I love the amount of people that turned up at the ground.
Yes.
At least they weren't those, school children we had gotten used to seeing in Zimbabwe. There were a lot of people, and it was good, fun atmosphere where they were singing and dancing and cheering their team on. Even if their team lost, at least you saw there was some amount of interest. Though again, this is again a very small sample that must have come to the ground. That doesn't tell you the complete health of the sport in Zimbabwe. But I think, as a sport, whether it's South Africa is similar situation.
And
they keep getting
food also in the stands.
So what has that got to do with this? What are you trying to say? What is that?
The crowd was same like
They're
that.
eating food that they eat food everywhere. Here you go to watch the match, you get that thanda samosa and patty.
Here you can buy anything, pizza, anything. and
Nowadays, it's
everything.
very tough to get in the ground. Still
Yeah.
get pizza.
No, they have their stalls over there, no?
So what was your point about them eating food?
No. Food, and they were having cold drinks and everything.
Yes, so-
good to see.
So what is the point?
The same festive mood was there even in the Zimbabwe-Bangladesh series.
and here
Lots
you
of-
also have vendors.
Yes.
Selling, and at times, if you are lucky, you can get a ticket. Pass. Pass, a vendor pass.
Yeah, why? What is wrong with getting a vendor's pass and going and watching the game?
You don't have a seat.
That's okay. You can walk around. You have all access.
Moongfali.
You don't even have to sell moongfali. You just walk around. All access.
The question that we often ask, I think Harshit is asking.
What?
क्या खोया क्या पाया? What did you get?
But that's for tomorrow, na? Dugout.
What? Harshit, we'll do a dugout.
Dugout tomorrow,
on that.
Harshit. Yeah, you
Yes.
know this.
Okay. Mohammad Nazaruddin,
Muhammad
thank you for the love.
Nasiruddin.
Just sending you some love.
Yep.
Hariharan Vishwanathan.
India scoring 85 runs at last 10 is not bad.
85. I think they got 79. Maybe my calculation was I didn't think they got 85. Anyway,
In first 10 overs, but scoring 40 runs in the first 10 overs is pathetic with strike rate of Dhawan 58 and KL 65. That too versus Zimbabwe.
But you know, the one thing that we've known in this series, and you saw when Zimbabwe also batting, everyone said that the first 10-12 overs are tough because there's a bit of juice in the wicket,
Yes.
the time of the year where the matches are playing. So maybe not the best condition. Surely you could have got more than 4 and over, I agree.
Yeah.
But also got to realize that's the toughest. I mean, if you ended up losing 3-4 wickets early, just because you're trying to be adventurous also wouldn't have been great. So
No, you have to look back. Whenever you play in Harare, the first 10 to 15 overs are very difficult for the opposition team or for anybody
ये
batting
क्या
first.
करेंगे इसका शिवम?
But I
किसलिए बोला है?
couldn't make the head and tail of
That's what I'm saying. So why is he opening it? I cannot understand. Open questions which we can understand. Next one वो ले लिया आपने एक अच्छा एक See what Ramesh Chaudhary is saying in one line, I think that a lot of people are echoing is मजा आ गया. I mean, I also enjoyed the game.
For the first time, you had a tense
last
finish.
5-10 overs maza, and Gill's batting also.
Yeah.
You know, the comfort level with
But you were confident, Rahul. Kept saying, even when they're in a winning position, yeah, India ही जीतेगा, Zimbabwe
तो
जीत ही
India
नहीं
ही.
सकता यार. They underplayed the Zimbabwe team so much.
Yep. Player of the match, Shubman Gill.
Nitish
had to.
Sharma,
Had to be.
Had to.
Nitish Sharma has just endorsed your opinion. He say, I agree with Sid. KL Rahul's captaincy just lacks the proactive attitude. He goes by the book. Thoughts on Hooda? He got the opportunity now. If he doesn't start in the first 11, isn't it unfair? He will not start in the
Asia
11.
Cup 11, yeah.
How? With Rohit Sharma back, KL Rahul back,
Virat.
Virat Kohli back,
Where will you fit him?
Surya Kumar Yadav.
Hardik, Pant.
Yeah.
Your batting is set. The only changes that you'll see for a T20 World Cup is in the bowling. That's it.
Your entire 11 is set.
Yes.
So, I mean, God forbid India ends up losing
The
games to Pakistan.
3 games.
Let's say 2. Then also your batting is set. I'm just asking.
Depends which factor fails you in that. Depends.
You know,
Okay.
a lot will.
If that happens, though India start as a favorite, so.
Yep.
A lot will depend on this Asia Cup.
Yes.
But
The future of India.
why are you saying lot will depend? On one hand, when I ask you guys what is the team for T20 World Cup, I said this is the same team. You keep saying this one will come, this one will go. Then what will depend on Asia Cup? Tell me.
Because nothing changes in Indian cricket.
So then what will? So nothing depends on Asia
After the
Cup.
T20 World Cup.
So nothing depends on Asia Cup. Then.
No, but it. See.
Nothing. You have said no changes will happen, no team will go here, nothing will happen.
See, my main problem is KL going to open in the Asia Cup or will Surya open?
Yeah, of course, KL Rahul will open. Yeah.
Why will KL not open?
And why will Surya Kumar Yadav open?
Then why did they do that experiment with Surya?
Why did they do? They did
But
a lot
KL
of
wasn't
things.
there, no.
But now when he's back, seeing that he's been rusty for the first 2 games, new ball coming in.
Yeah. But if KL is not opening the innings, keep him out of the team then.
Shivam.
Yep. I mean, he's not a number 4, but Surya was not an opener, but he had success as an opener. I just cannot make sense of it.
Acha. Roy SV is saying his earlier point about
Quality,
saying
he was talking about the quality of these teams now.
they're giving the top 8 nations a run for their money. Ireland troubling New Zealand, Netherlands troubling Pakistan, Zimbabwe troubling India. Last time it was Zimbabwe in 99, Kenya. Oh, so he's saying after a long time they're seeing competitive. But see, again, we've gotten excited by one match where they ran us close, but eventually they've lost the series 3-0 in their home condition.
And the
in
first
the 2000s,
2 games,
India used to lose Test series in Zimbabwe.
yeah.
So
In fact, you didn't win a Test series after you started playing them. 1992, you didn't win till 2006,
Exactly,
5-6.
So that time has not come back.
Yeah.
We are just looking for the silver lining, but there isn't a lot in terms of what teams can do. I mean, Ireland at one point were looking
2007.
very good.
Yeah.
Now we're just happy that just troubling
Yep.
some teams.
No, and even the cricketing public also has to be blamed. They will then say, okay, if Pakistan play against all these winners, they'll say, oh, they're just stat padding. They can only perform against them. Remember,
Yeah.
Babar Azam, oh, he can only play against them. But you play against whom you get. So why do you have to have this myopic and elitist vision that, oh, we will play only against Australia and England. This latest FTP, I'm saying,
Yeah.
it is a recipe for boredom. I will be bored in the next 4 years of seeing India, Australia, India, England play continuously
But
every
that is
year.
where money is.
That's where the money is, I know. That's the problem. But it's a recipe for boredom. There used to be a novelty. I'm looking forward to India, Australia after 4 years or 5 years. Every year. Doesn't make sense now anymore.
Aditya Kavlekar is saying, why does Huda bowl only one over in every match? And why I took this comment also, it points to that thing where Rahul was saying earlier that maybe they look at Huda to replace Jadeja. I don't think so. If they were really keen of looking at him as a bowling all-rounder, they would bowl him more often. It's not happening.
Yep.
I think if he's not making the 11 as we've discussed already, if he does, he'll have to come in as a middle order batsman only.
Lower
Who
middle
can
order.
maybe on a off one experiment basis bowl over here and there, but not regularly. I think that's what will happen if he plays. So
Yep.
very unlikely he comes in as a.
I think if and only if he does make it to the 11, I think that will be at the expense of Ravindra Jadeja.
No,
That's what I feel.
very
Otherwise,
tough.
who will he replace?
Very tough.
Who will he? He can't replace a wicket keeper. He can't replace
He'll have
Rohit.
to
He can't replace
he
Surya.
may
He
have
can't
to-
replace
no,
KL.
he
He
may
can't
have to
replace Virat.
replace-
He can't replace Hardik.
He can't replace Hardik. So the only person.
No, he will in UAE conditions, whatever, he may have to replace. I'm saying if there is a batsman injured, let's say
No, that is one thing that I agree.
if a middle order
somebody is
batsman, then
injured,
he comes in, or for a game
But
here
then
and
you
there.
also have Dinesh Karthik.
Yeah, he may replace a Dinesh Karthik also. Let's say
But
they start
Dinesh
with
Karthik, is he starting?
we don't
No.
know. I don't know.
In my honest opinion,
Exactly.
judgment, he's not starting.
I think he will start.
Not Rishabh.
It's
Maybe in one of the league
he-
games, but not the starting match against Pakistan. I don't think so.
Never know, because they are taken
I
him for a
would-
role where they have nobody else playing that role.
I will be very, very,
the only one
very,
who's doing
very, very surprised if Rishabh Pant doesn't start ahead of Dinesh Karthik.
Yes.
You know,
Because he's
we-
just gotten that form back in
We
white
may
ball
have
cricket.
our views as to whether Dinesh Karthik should play or Rishabh should play in that 11, but I think eventually the team management might just be inclined towards Rishabh Pant at this point. We'll see when.
Yeah, no, I
the
mean they
bridge
would
when
need
it-
a wicket keeper, and I think that's why Rishabh might get the nod. But what I'm saying is they're not competing for the same spot. What DK is doing, it's a very specialized spot, and I think based on what the team management wants, they want a player like that.
No, fair enough, fair enough. But the problem is only one of them will play, right? Only one
Yeah,
of them.
I mean,
will
as
play.
of now, it
Yep.
seems like that.
And unfortunately, DK, okay, with the bat he may have done well, but in the series against England and West Indies, he really did struggle behind the stumps. He was not having a good time.
Yeah. No, true. That's what I'm saying. As a keeper, you may give the nod to Rishabh Pant. That's what I'm trying to say. But in terms of batting, there isn't much to choose between Pant and DK if you take out the performances. There isn't.
there isn't
one
much,
has
yes.
really set the stage on fire and the other hasn't.
Yep.
So it's just that, and all I'm saying is that it's like a puzzle, right, where they're trying to fix two pieces, and I don't think these two pieces are going to fill that one spot.
See, simple. Pant will play against Pakistan, Sri Lanka. DK will play against Bangladesh. He's a Bangladesh killer anyways.
No, I don't think
So,
they'll select
let
a
him
team
play
like that. They won't be selecting teams like that.
Bangladesh
I think they look at their own combination.
I mean, that match against Delhi Capitals, who did he target? Mustafizur.
No, I think they will look at based on what their combination
Yes.
is. I know it's going to be very, very tough with your Rohit and KL to open and Virat at 3,
Yep.
and then you have Surya Kumar at 4.
Hardik at 5,
Hardik
Pant at
at
6, Jaddu
No,
at
maybe
7,
maybe Pant at 5 and then Hardik at
6.
6 and Jadeja at 7.
7.
It's going to be very tough.
Very tough.
Unless, that's what I'm saying.
Shikhar
unless
is also
DK
one of-
plays.
Shikhar Dhawan is also one of the sponsors.
I know.
Shikhar. Mr. Shaker.
No Zimbabwean sponsor. Huh?
Yep.
See, that answers the question of how much interest there is.
Yes.
I know, I'm saying more than the ICC, the state or the country boards have to look at the survival and the interest of that sport in their own country. They have to realize they have to find ways to popularize it.
Winning team gets a check of $2,000 after playing for an entire week, 3 matches, ODI cricket.
$2,000.
$2,000.
That means 650 per match.
At
Wow.
times, I think we spend more on our matches than what they are getting in Zimbabwe. Huh?
Could be.
So,
Possible.
Mr. Shaker is saying BCCI should realize captaincy is not a first come, first
50.
serve routine.
Wrestling. Sorry, you carry on. Sorry.
BCCI should realize captaincy is not a first come, first serve routine where you give it on basis of seniority. That's textbook stuff. It's about the proactiveness, shrewd tactics, and Pandya much better.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, Mr. Shaker is right. Completely
Yes.
agree. Captaincy cannot be just based on seniority. You have to give to the guy who they think is best suited for the job. Maybe they'll think in that term. Again, I think even the management is not sure. Anyway, I don't think that's. See, we are talking so much about the captaincy. It's not a pressing issue at the time because your captain is Rohit Sharma. So
Yes.
whatever is happening here doesn't really matter. But maybe this is presenting you with an opportunity to test the future captain.
Yeah.
Who becomes the captain? By the way, there's one factor we never consider when we are deciding the captain. We sometimes say this one will be. Sometimes those players are not even a regular in that format. You never know in cricket. It's a funny game.
Yep.
It's a funny game. If it's not injury, it is your form. You have a dip in form. Everyone we're talking about right now is not, a Virat Kohli or a Rohit Sharma who guaranteed to play all format.
Yes.
There's a dip in form and somebody is not even
People in
available.
Zimbabwe may not be happy seeing
Why?
this visual.
Why?
Waste-
Spraying of champagne?
Yeah, wasting.
Wasting it, so what? They have a water shortage, not champagne shortage.
But to clean it up, you need water, no?
But that much
You-
water
but
they
it
will
will
have. Not
dry
to, how is the grass on the ground? They have water, not to.
Do they?
So then how is their grass then? It has to grow. You have to water the grass and the pitch. You
But-
can't play 3 matches. The pitch will crack.
Wastage of anything anywhere in the world is wrong, but in Zimbabwe,
But the Harare cricket ground is looking a lot browner than what it was a decade back, which indicates what has changed.
Yeah, come
India is
on.
traveling.
The pitch may have changed.
No, outfield I'm saying.
Outfield also green, nice lush green. I saw.
It was much lusher.
I've been there. I've seen it.
It's a beautiful ground though.
Yeah, it is.
maybe the television screen
Must be.
could be
Yes, which is a big problem.
check
Check that.
Either this
Please check
color
that.
settings maybe.
3D, maybe 3D images versus 2D.
Shobhan Sai is asking a question.
To have Huda in the 11, he is hoping India to lose in Asia Cup. He is in the 15 now, 11 next we make him the captain. There are many others. What does this mean? I don't know.
Next, please.
Didn't understand it.
Yeah, didn't. Bouncer.
Underarm.
Yes.
No, but anyway, talking about Huda, we said that we're not able to fit DK and Rishabh in one team.
Yep.
Huda though comes after that. It'll be very tough. Silly point is saying ICC has blocked me on Twitter for saying bad against Pakistan. PCB is equal to ICC. No, silly point. I don't think so. That happens. But if you have been abusing, then you will be
Banned
blocked
from
or from
Blocked
anywhere.
from everywhere.
You will be, na? It's not a question of whether. If you do constructive criticism of any teams, then that's fine. But if you're going to abuse,
At times you get blocked even if you haven't abused constructive criticism, just an opinion also.
Yep.
yes.
Even when you correct a grammar, you
And
get
but
blocked.
he's being, he's so modest and honest. He's saying, for saying bad things
Yeah, so
against
he said bad things.
Pakistan.
I mean, you can criticize the team. Of course, you can. You can be a fan of one team, criticize them.
But criticism from India and against Pakistan doesn't go hand in hand.
Criticism?
I mean, if you, constructive criticism of Pakistan, a few 0.001% of the minority do it.
In India, still people can do constructive criticism.
Yeah.
of Pakistan.
0.001.
Pakistan, it may not happen.
No, in Pakistan, they do
That's what
criticism
I'm
of
saying.
their own team.
Of their own team.
That's not, that's destructive criticism.
Yes.
And or maybe when they praise, that's destructive praise.
Yep.
Rohit Roy says, great to see Zimbabwe fighting such hard. These teams need to step up and make cricket much more competitive. That is true. It's great to see. Today, Sikandar Raza played outstanding. Now he's been the man in form from Sialkot in Pakistan.
Yep.
Who else comes? Shoaib Malik.
Yeah,
same,
Shoaib Malik.
Same series, Sialkot.
Yep.
Now
He was part of the team that dominated the T20 circuit, Sialkot Stallions.
Yes.
At the start.
Yes. Okay, Aditya Kavlekar is saying DK is better at number 6 and 7 than Pant. That's what I'm saying. See, what I was trying to say is that they're not fighting for the same spot. If you're looking at that 6-7 spot, then I don't think they'll put Pant there. Pant has to bat
Yep.
top 5, right?
Yes.
But the problem
DK
is
will.
top 5, can he bat there?
That's what I'm saying.
No, I get
the
you have a
problem
valid
is
point.
exactly.
That's what.
So, which Aditya is also pointing. If Pant bats at 4, then it will be difficult. So that's what I said, that both are bringing in different things to the table, and which one the team goes for, we'll have to see. So Piyush says Sky opens
KL/Kohli.
Raja. That way then you can fit both. So Piyush Nandare says open with Sky, and at number 3 you rotate KL and
Oh my
Kohli, one
God.
match Kohli, one match KL, and that way both Pant and
Recipe
DK
for
play.
disaster. Simple.
No, that ain't going to happen.
Recipe for disaster. Simple.
You know that. You know that too, Piyush. It's a good, it's a suggestion.
But you're only going to throw more confusion and chaos. That's it.
Yeah. Parvinder is saying Avesh's death bowling is a concern.
Told you.
But Avesh
And he
is.
doesn't bowl with the new ball.
Yeah.
And death bowling is a concern.
Okay, let me ask you. If you were Rohit Sharma today, sitting in the comfort of your house and watching on your big 65-inch television screen,
Rohit must
maybe bigger than that,
110
whatever.
inch.
110 inch, whatever. And what would you have made of Avesh Khan's death bowling? You would have wanted to see him bowl in the death?
I wanted to see him, and I've seen him.
So what would be your thoughts today after seeing him?
Yes, I have seen you. Now I want to see others.
Good. That's what Rohit must be thinking.
That's what, if he has to speak to Avesh Khan and Avesh Khan calls him up and tells him, भैया कैसा लगा? क्या है? I've seen him. Now I want to see others.
Possible. This could be the conversation that is had between the two. Karthik Banta says, thank God we found Arshdeep in the right time. If not Arshdeep, future looks dull without Bumrah.
Future and Asia Cup. I'm actually
immediate future, that is.
I'm actually a little worried about the Indian bowling, because it somehow disrupts the balance of that bowling attack in the absence. I know Pakistan also to an extent, because you don't have a Harshal Patel. Maybe if Bumrah would have been available, maybe Harshal Patel and Harshal also would have been available. Maybe Harshal wouldn't have made it to the 11, but still, if Bumrah is not available, you can have Harshal Patel. There is Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Now Bhuvneshwar Kumar will be leading that bowling attack, and a lot will depend on usage here.
Yes.
I think it could possibly be, your entire bowling may now be dependent on UZ Chahal. How he bowls could actually decide the fate of this Indian team as far as the Asia Cup is concerned.
Yes. That main problem, why we are saying, like, why we found Arshdeep in the right time, but again, why we have doubts about the balance, doubts about the bowling. It's because they have not played as a settled core. If you had played as a settled core, you would have found out the weaknesses even
now
more.
you have time, huh? You have so many games in Asia Cup.
Okay, 7 plus 3 plus 3. Okay, you have 13 games more. Okay.
No, how many in Asia Cup itself?
Potentially 7.
What?
7.
What?
Enough games.
What?
How many games do we have in the Asia Cup? India plays potentially 7.
No, enough. 7 games. Playing together as a unit.
India
no
will
changes.
make it to the final, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again?
You were saying Sri Lanka is winning this. You were saying.
No, I'm saying Sri Lanka.
You were saying, I heard you say.
Sri Lanka could be the dark horse, as in
Yeah.
underdog should be.
I think it will be an India-Pakistan final.
Yeah. Most likely. Most likely.
It will take something
Now,
something disastrous for
Chamira
India
also,
to not.
Chamira ruled out.
Chamira ruled out, yes. All your main strike bowlers of each of the three teams, yes,
Fast bowlers.
are ruled out. Harshal, Bumrah, Shaheen, now Dushman the Chamira.
They will play online Ludo with each other.
Yeah. TRT says 2 Punjabi scored 100 today in Zimbabwe. Yeah.
Yes.
He's actually Sikandar, if I'm not mistaken, he's a Punjabi speaking guy from Kashmir in Pakistan.
Okay.
I think so, if I'm not mistaken, as in it's Kashmir. Well, I could be wrong, but yeah, I think what you're saying is right in that sense. Technically, it may not be true. Musa Jad
Well,
also.
silly point, we've heard this, I think. This is now.
What? Acha.
No, this had been doing the round.
There was a question, by the way. Somebody said.
Psychot only.
No, asked that can he go to? Somebody said that. Can he go to RCB?
The buzz is he's probably heading for MI.
MI.
That's the buzz.
I heard that.
Not RCB, because they have a settled line, but Mumbai don't have the spinners. They don't have a spinning all-rounder.
Answer Saurabh Mukherjee's question.
The hype around Asia Cup is so overrated. I mean, 2 decent sides playing in a made-up tournament. Even FIFA World Cup isn't publicized this much.
Oh, that's a different format. That's football. This is cricket. India loves cricket, and there's no bigger match than India-Pakistan. I'm sorry, no other matches up
this
to that.
isn't a made-up tournament. It's been there for 38 years.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is the second time you're
format
playing.
changes.
T20 format you're playing for the second time.
Second time. Yeah.
But still, it's got a
don't
rich
say-
history.
And don't say just 2 decent teams. Rahul has picked Sri Lanka to win.
No, I said Sri
You
Lanka.
said
No, and remember,
I said Sri Lanka will be the dark horse.
see,
said it.
Bangladesh have been your finalists
Behind
the
the
last
scenes
2
is
times.
something on camera is what is recorded.
See, Bangladesh have been the finalists the last 2 times, 2016 and
Yes.
18.
So that is
Afghanistan tied with India in the 2018 Asia
That
Cup.
is exactly what he's saying.
So
2 decent sides. Imagine a tournament.
What do you mean? He's not saying exactly that. We have just named 4 decent sides.
No, I'm
India,
saying-
Pakistan, Sri Lanka,
Bangladesh and
And
Afghanistan.
if Bangladesh is making it to the final, so you can actually. Do you expect Bangladesh to make it to the final of the World Cup?
No. That's done.
So that
they
is,
have to.
maybe that is what he's saying. That
No, but
tournament
then
where
that will
Bangladesh
not-
is.
Yeah, that will be there. No? I mean, it will be like anything. Copa America will not be like the FIFA World
Yeah.
Cup. No, it will be
Copa
less than that.
America, you cannot compare Copa America with Asia.
Why? Only 2 teams, Brazil and Argentina. Then when people will say the same thing.
Does Uruguay are not a dominant
Then
force
you will say
anymore.
they are not. But,
But
I'm just
still-
saying it's a good tournament. I'm saying every tournament needs respect. Yeah.
I
It
mean,
will not be the same.
maybe.
Copa America cannot be the World Cup. World Cup will be high.
Yeah,
only.
let
Our
us.
Sports Today League. Yeah.
Let's not
Every-
consider
let's
football.
Respect all.
It was a
tournaments.
good competitive,
Very competitive.
football league.
Yeah.
4 teams
4 teams.
were made.
No, forget that. Rugby, Tri-Nations, Australia, South Africa, and New Zealand.
New Zealand.
They all come to lose to New Zealand in the Tri-Series. So you stop playing the Tri-Series. No, that's
See,
not.
if you're calling it a tri-series, this is not a tri-series.
No, okay. The Southern Nations Cup, Argentina included. That also still doesn't work.
I'm saying respect that tournament.
Respect the
what else do you
tournament.
want? India, Pakistan twice.
What he's saying is that we are creating an unnecessary hype
Why?
around a tournament that is. And okay, who will be the finalists?
India versus Pakistan.
Who will be the finalist?
India, Pakistan. No, who will be? You say Sri Lanka. You just pick them to win the tournament.
Okay, Sri Lanka.
Then
No, for this thing of multi-nation tournaments.
even if
it's
India,
us.
Pakistan are the final, I'm saying that in
And
itself
you are
is
so
amazing.
sure in a tournament where how many teams are playing? 8?
No,
Six?
Oh, wait.
Six?
Six,
No,
huh?
Six
overall,
teams.
if you look at the qualifiers, then there'll be more.
No, okay, 6
only
teams.
one qualifier is coming. No, but-
6 teams are
No,
playing.
but they
and
the
you are already
tournament has
dead.
started.
tournament has started.
And
Yeah.
you are already dead sure that India and Pakistan will play the final. Okay, tell me who will play the final in the World Cup?
Arey,
This
how can
T20
you
World Cup.
compare Asia Cup to the World Cup ना
अरे
यार?
वहाँ 10 टीमें खेलती हैं, 6 खेल रही हैं.
तो but the difference will be there ना.
Which-
it's like that Copa America is a good tournament, but it cannot be compared to FIFA World Cup. That's what I'm trying to say. It is obviously who is saying that Asia Cup is like World
You
Cup?
at times create.
Asia Cup is not like World Cup. Obviously not.
India Zimbabwe series with Asia Cup.
I never compared. When did I compare?
So then why are we so bothered about Zimbabwe coming so close to India in this?
No, this
last-
one match. We are not bothered.
one-off match.
See,
One-off
in
match,
the
I'm saying
90s,
that.
we would get excited by teams playing in Sharjah, right? Multi-nation tournaments.
Because at times you had to wait for a match, for a series to happen.
I am saying
Here every
there
day-
is no bigger draw than India Pakistan. You're getting to see them 3 times, possibly. What
It
else
has
do you
no-
want?
Because India and Pakistan will play the finals.
Possibly. I said,
Possibly.
that's what I said.
That has never happened in close to a decade. 3 times India Pakistan.
What I
And
want.
in less- in
As a
almost
cricket fan,
60
I'm
days
happy.
you-
I'll buy popcorn.
Yeah.
And in 60 days,
And
you will
Coke and
play
enjoy.
India and Pakistan
Fourth
will play
time.
4 times.
Even better.
Yeah.
We never get to see now bilateral series between them.
See, one more thing. Main India Pakistan see them only in multi-nation tournaments, no?
Yeah.
Where you'll see them bilateral.
Yeah. That's why there's
Asia
no
Cup.
bilateral series. So at least this
That's
way
an
we
added
get to see
novelty.
them.
So
What else do I want?
the relevance of Asia Cup is that India and Pakistan are playing.
Yes.
Yes.
Period.
No, and then later on record books it goes. Then you say which is the most successful
7 times
team
India
this
has
time.
won the Asia
yeah.
Cup.
5 times Sri Lanka, 2 times Pakistan.
Yes. Keep talking.
Imagine 2 times only Pakistan have won it. Despite it being played in the UAE so many times.
Yes. Yes, please go down. Okay, Rakesh Bhushan is saying KL looks jaded after a break. That Virat will. How are you people so confident that Virat will light up the stage on fire in Asia Cup? He will struggle for sure, and it's a recipe for disaster. He should play against Bangladesh and not with Pakistan. Rakesh Bhushan is saying to you, it's a question because you have picked Virat Kohli for being man of the series in Asia Cup.
How are you confident that Virat will lit the stage on
He is
fire in
saying
Asia Cup?
KL looks jaded after a break. Virat is also coming from a break. How are you confident he will set
Because
the
he's
stage?
Virat
on-
Kohli. He can do it.
He's
He
King
can
Kohli.
bounce back. He's King Kohli. Bigger the stage. Now he's been tested to the bottom pits. He's gone to the bottom of the pits. Shot on confidence, technique dissected. Mentally he's low. He will need something like
Are
this.
you praising him or are you?
No, I am not praising or dicing him. I mean, it's a fact. Mentally, he's been shot. Technique has been dissected. Not scored a century for 1,000 days and counting. He'll not score a century. That's what
This is like
definite.
that Sholay when she goes मौसी के
Exactly.
ये
मौसी
लड़का
लड़का
ये
बहुत
करता है
अच्छा
बहुत अच्छा है पर ये भी करता है but बहुत
But-
अच्छा ये भी है
but
पर लेकिन बहुत अच्छा
It
है
was impactful.
He's doing that.
Now, how Virat Kohli will he react like Dharmendra on top of the tank? That I'm not sure. After he fails. But Virat Kohli will bounce back, and he needs to play against Pakistan, not against Bangladesh. It starts from August 28th.
So you are saying no Rakesh,
Yes.
your best batsman Virat Kohli has to play.
Yes.
No doubts about it.
Yes. And even if I'll stick my neck out and say Virat Kohli does not set the stage on fire in the Asia Cup, he is going for the T20 World Cup in Australia.
No, now don't change. You have picked him as man of the series.
Yes.
Now relax. So, but
Yes.
if no,
And if you haven't heard Saurav Ganguly, please go and check. He's said it
what has he said?
in as many in as many words that Virat Kohli will score 100 in the Asia Cup.
No, but then that
But he hasn't
because
said which
Saurav
Asia
Ganguly has
Cup.
said
Did he say?
No, but if
this
Saurav
Asia
Ganguly
Cup?
said doesn't mean any guarantee. Na? Nobody can look in the future. It's like if Siddharth has said or anyone else said, there's no guarantee. He must be hoping or he has some belief, but there's no guarantee. Na? That
It's Saurav Ganguly, not Rohit Mehra.
not.
Rohit Mehra.
Oh, okay.
I thought he would say Krishna.
He's not. He cannot tell the future. Na? He's not Nostradamus. who could predict the future.
Rohit Mehra could tell the future.
In Koi Mil Gaya. Super.
I thought that was Krish, no? Not Koi Mil Gaya. Krish. Rohit Mehra.
He could see the future, nahi?
Arey, Jadoo was there. He didn't do anything, no?
It was Jadoo, not Rohit Mehra.
कृष्णा के जो फादर थे
So Krish, that's the series, that's a film. Not in Koi Mil Gaya. It was Krish. Thank you. That's the film. Krish, thank you.
Film is Krish, yes.
Krish,
Not Koi Mil Gaya.
thank you. Oh my God.
इसको तो फांसी
फांसी होनी चाहिए फांसी. I know. See, he's given capital punishment. He surpassed the deep state also, Indian deep state, for capital punishments.
Okay, Suzanne has a question. Please take it, Sid.
Iyer may regret missing T20s versus Ireland. Only reason Huda got selected is that 100 versus weak Ireland, 130 plus versus England. Huda Iyer can't be Kohli Rohit's backup. But why did he miss the Ireland series?
But Rohit and Kohli's backup with pedigree of same players is, at least at this point in time, is a little difficult to find. So you'll have to make do with the resources available.
Yeah, you're trying to fight a tank with a pea shooter. That's the thing. Rohit and Kohli, the numbers are staggering. A backup of a backup of a backup can't stack up to that. It's very, very difficult.
Ken. Yes. Go down.
Okay, Ayush Garg is saying one more. It should be hyped up. It's Kohli's 100th T20I.
Yeah.
India versus
Yes.
Pakistan.
It should be hyped up.
Yeah, that's what
Because it
Ayush
is-
Garg is saying. Yes.
Not because India is playing Pakistan, but because it
King
is
Kohli's 100th
100th.
T20I. Yep. Only the second man to do it. 100 matches in all formats.
Silly point is that King Kong will score century against. Okay. Sorry.
Oh man.
Go down.
I think Ikpreet's comment is the best. Saying Banakam, thank you, enough.
Yeah.
Go.
Chalo.
Bye bye. See you. It was a good game.
Yes.
See you tomorrow. We'll be live on the dugout at
Dugout.
6:50.
End of
Dugout's
a
going to be
great
back.
series.
You know what we're going to be talking, gains and
क्या खोया क्या पाया.
We'll start off with that Lucky Ali song as the backdrop. I think we'll get a copyright strike though.
What?
We'll start off with that Lucky Ali song. No, kya khoya, kya paya.
Harshit Padel has commented. He said, this reminds me of the Zimbabwe game in the World T20 where they beat Australia. They
Yep.
have serious potential. In coming World Cup, they will surprise many things. I don't think so, actually, Harshit. Still,
They have to first go past the qualifiers. Only after that, then they'll make it to the main draw.
Yes.
But yes, that 2007 World T20 triumph against Australia was simply stunning by Zimbabwe. Yes, that was Ponting, Gilchrist, Simons, Hayden in that side.
Yes.
Brett Lee, and it was Brendan Taylor who won them that game.
Who's
Chalo.
now banned.
Yep.
Chalo. See
See you. Bye bye.
Vanakkam.
Good night. Vanakkam. How old is Pragyananda?
70.